Okay, let's do it. Are we actually recording? Okay, oh my God.
I don't want to be that weird third wheel.
Are recording.
We are definitely.
This is not a drill.
Oh, this is not a
First of all,
drill.
how would you like to be introduced, Reed? But you're going to introduce yourself, so you can say whatever you want.
I'm pretty
Ladies
sure
and
you don't
gentlemen,
want
we have with us Mr. Marcus Alexander Reed.
That was kind of
Reed. He is in the building. He's sitting in with us on Cool Nerds Unite. We also have with us Miss Amber Marie and our good friend Gavin, Sound Lord.
Yeah, that's your official name now.
Yes.
And we're talking about no one but
Peter Parker, Spiderman, and the many loves of Peter Parker.
yes,
Also
on
the
Cool
villains.
Nerds Unite, Spider-Man universe. With great power comes great responsibility.
As we so very well know by now, because we've had that beaten to our heads forever. If no one knows that great power equals great responsibility at this point, like, you've been living under a rock and your life sucks.
Yes. Ever since Amazing Fantasy number 15, Spider-Man has won the hearts of men, women, children
As well
everywhere.
as Uncle Ben.
As well as Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben.
talking
We're
about
not
rice
referring to Uncle Ben's rice.
Uncle Ben's right.
We're talking about no one other than Uncle Ben.
The one
Peter
that dies in
Parker's-
every movie.
Peter Parker's.
Well, you have to have someone die
Peter
to create a
Parker's
great
uncle.
superhero.
Does any superhero have two living parents?
Not that I can think
No
of.
actual hero. I mean, you have.
no.
Well, Miles Morales, both his parents are still living, so yeah.
And he's
Yeah, Miles Morales. Yeah.
Yeah.
he's black
One of
and both his
the
parents are still
interpretations of Spider-Man.
Yeah.
alive. Oh my God! Miles Morales is black and both his parents are alive.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I have to say that, but it's true. Like,
Well, downside, his uncle's a criminal, so
yeah, he's black
hello,
and his uncle's a
stereo.
criminal.
Hello,
You
stereotypes.
got I mean, we got to live up to the stereotypes. But we broke one stereotype that both of his parents are alive and the father is not in jail,
Yeah.
but the uncle is.
Yeah, well, in and
Nothing
out.
tragic
In and out,
happened to
okay, in
him,
and out of
and
jail.
that's a good thing. That's a good
I would like to
thing.
think it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's a very good thing.
Well, he only came out in October, so yeah.
I mean,
He still has time for something tragic to happen.
PTSD. Who's to say nothing tragic happened while he was in jail?
Don't want to think about that.
All right.
The dark side. The dark side of the podcast.
So what we're going to do today, we're going to talk about the mythos of Spider-Man, which mythos you like as the listener. I know which one I originally like. It's the original storyline of Peter Parker.
Is that the one with Mary Jane?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one with Mary Jane.
Peter Parker and Mary Jane, or Peter Parker and Gwen Stacy.
Woo!
Listening audience, what do you think? Which one do you prefer, Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane Watson, to be in a relationship with Peter Parker? Which one is your favorite?
Gwen Stacy for me, hands down.
Definitely
Gwen
Gwen
Stacy?
Stacy.
Yes.
I like Mary Jane. I like
All right. Explain your case.
Well, Mary Jane, even though she early on was the damsel in distress, I think what they have done now is kind of retooled or re-innovated her origin story or storyline in the books. Now she is Spider-Gwen. Do you think that's a very interesting twist on the character?
Oh, yeah, definitely, because I'm sick of, personally, I don't like damsels in distress, period. I like girls that are proactive.
Yeah.
You would say that.
Of course I would say
So
that.
how do you weigh in on Marcus?
Personal opinion, I have always been a Gwen Stacy fan, even though she dies a lot.
Yeah.
She does die. Oh, my God, they killed Gwen!
Again.
She is definitely the Kenny of Spider-Man.
She is the kid.
But yeah, anybody that can be Spider-Gwen and pull off a Deadpool costume definitely got my vote. So.
Yes.
Okay. Okay,
I mean,
that's
and
making
plus-
me rethink that
And
a
plus,
little
Gwen
bit.
Stacy's just more on Peter Parker's level, in my opinion. Mary
Level?
Jane, I mean,
Well, intelligent-wise?
intelligence. And Mary Jane, she reminds me of, what do I say, like those upper class Valley Girl types.
90210.
Yes, I don't like Mary Jane. I didn't even like Kristen. I did not like Kristen Dunst's Mary Jane.
I don't think you just don't like Kristen Dunst. Period.
I don't like Kristen Dunst in that movie. It doesn't help that
it was a miscast. I think
it doesn't
was
help.
A miscast. They could have chose a better actress to portray the character a lot better.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Mary Jane, and it doesn't help that I'm not really a fan of Kristen Dunst either. So,
what about villains? How you guys weigh in on it?
Oh my god, best Spider-Man villain has always been Venom.
Venom.
I feel like we talk about Venom in every single podcast.
I mean,
it's true. I love Venom because Venom is not really a villain when it comes down to it. He just hates Peter Parker.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero.
So that's the best thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's not that I want to destroy the world. I just want to destroy one person.
I would have to say Carnage is one of my favorites.
Really?
I like Carnage too. Carnage is like, if I want to be trapped in a room with somebody, I do not want to be trapped in a room with Carnage.
Me either.
No, never.
But I like the fact that it's no gray area.
Yeah.
He strictly
he's just straight up
killer and just a downright evil character.
Yeah, I don't give a
Another honorable mention would have to be Kraven the Hunter, though.
Kraven the Hunter.
I thought Kraven was hot. Can I say that for shallow?
Yeah, well, okay.
That's shallow. I like Kraven for shallow.
Originally, they wanted George Clooney to portray Kraven the Hunter.
Doesn't George Clooney have enough titles under his belt?
I'm so turned off by George Clooney.
He messed up Batman. I think it had a lot. Was it Batman and Robin? Yeah, it was Batman and Robin.
Yeah, with nipple Batman.
Nipple Batman.
He had the bat nipples and the bat credit card. Like
never leave home without.
And then you had
that was so corny.
What was that chick's name who played Batgirl?
Alicia Silverstone. Yeah.
Well, we did get to see Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, though.
I didn't mind her as Poison Ivy.
Yeah.
But
we did get a win out that series.
She still looks the same. She still looks good.
Black don't crack.
Oh my.
I don't know if that same logic applies, but
pretty sure it does.
On some levels, maybe.
I don't know if I can use that, but it doesn't.
Okay, what about the Kingpin?
Really? I think we had enough of him, though.
You don't like the Kingpin?
Because who was Kingpin? Michael Clark Duncan?
Yeah, in the Daredevil.
And then you have...
Oh, not that Kingpin, other Kingpin, sorry.
Yeah, he was, he portrayed the Kingpin back in, was that the Daredevil movie that was directed by Kevin Smith.
Yeah, we said they were trying to appeal to the black audience.
Yeah, it just didn't work too well.
William Fisk as a villain itself, he just not exciting.
No.
I like him.
He's an afterthought to me.
Yeah,
really?
He's not really a villain.
Why?
He doesn't do anything villain-like.
And I say villains. Remember I told you why I like villains? Because they get stuff done.
Yeah, but
My
he's
favorite
like
quote.
the puppet master in the sense he's,
no one wants to fight a puppet master.
The thing of it is, he went toe-to-toe with Spiderman, the Punisher, and the
Did he really
Daredevil.
go toe-to-toe with them, or did he have his minions go toe-to-toe with them?
No, actually, it's been...
He has had a nice couple of bouts with these people.
Yeah, it's been an on-again feud between all three of them. I mean, they have also worked together to try to bring the Kingpin down, which on some terms has been successful, but temporarily, because he's able to, work behind the screens. He got a lot of money. He's very influential and buy his way out of certain things. And if he doesn't feel like fighting, he'll hire someone like Hammerhead or the other minions that he has working for him.
Here's my number one problem.
Oh, here
What's
we go.
that?
Here we go. Here he goes. Say it.
As when it comes to villains.
Say it. Say it. Please
I'm not
say
going to
it.
say it. You're going to say it. When it comes to villains are proactive. William Fisk is not a proactive villain.
Boom.
You don't think so?
Mic
No.
Oh, wow.
He's not.
Okay.
He's counterproductive as a villain in its entirety. Everything he does is not directly for his own benefit.
Amen.
It benefits someone else first before it even comes to him. It's like he's like money mute. He's like the world's worst bank.
Testify, Reed.
He's like, oh yeah, we're taking all your money and we're gonna double it and triple it and give it right back to you.
Wow.
You don't have to ever pay us back. It's like, dude.
Do you know how strong he is? No one is able to really defeat
Okay,
him.
no, that doesn't fly. You can't use that.
I'm
I
about
don't care
to-
how
I think
strong
I
he
got
is.
that
I don't
one.
care. Villains, like Reed said, get stuff done. They have a goal. They go for it. They do stuff. They're proactive. Just like I told you about the whole Mary Jane. Mary Jane is not proactive.
First off,
now.
She's the Daphne of
Spider-Gwen.
Spider-Man. She is definitely the Daphne.
There you go.
So you have to be
I like
proactive
Daphne.
in that.
I like
Dude.
Daphne.
Really?
Yeah, I like Daphne.
I think you like your women stationary.
No, not really. Not really. I like them to be proactive and stationary. No, but
Hold my beer.
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not a male chauvinist. Wait a minute. So y'all trying to paint this picture of a male chauvinist.
You said it, not us.
Wait a minute.
I cannot
I
confirm
believe
or
in
deny.
female rights, women's rights.
We can do
Wait
it.
a minute. Oh, wow. Good times here on Cool Nerds Unite.
We're not saying that you believe women should stay in the kitchen. We're just trying to understand. Okay, plead your case. Go ahead. Go.
I really want to hear this
Go
case.
on.
'cause
Wait a
this is
minute.
gonna be
Wait a
hilarious.
minute. Okay. I have the microphone
Yes,
now.
you do. And plead your case, please. You
Okay. We got
just said it's back 40
characters.
years.
We got characters like Wonder Woman. I love Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I love everything that she projects.
If you say but, it don't count.
Wait a minute. I'm not saying but.
Okay.
I have a question. Which
No,
Wonder
there's
Woman?
no but or yet. Huh?
Which Wonder Woman?
Which Wonder Woman? That would be all interpretations of Wonder Woman. I really liked all the different interpretations that DC had to offer. I really loved the movie. As you well know, I really loved the movie. Yeah, there we go. There we are. I think Patty Jenkins did a excellent job with directing Wonder Woman. And I just want to see Marvel Comics do the same thing with some of the other female characters. There have been a lot of female characters that Marvel has come up with. There's She-Hulk. There's Black Cat, even though she's a villain, but she's more like an anti-hero. Yeah, but she's one of the best characters that Spider-Man in the Spider-Man mythology has. I like Black Cat.
Really?
I love Black Cat, too. I agree.
Yeah.
I like Black Cat.
Black Cat.
Okay, one for the kid.
I mean, I do like Black Cat.
Yeah, Black
I mean,
Cat
she's
is
very
cool.
reminiscent of Catwoman anyway. I mean, I
Yeah,
like Catwoman. That's probably why I
ooh.
like her.
Okay, I agree with you on that. It's kind of
But
reminiscent
see, Black
of
Cat doesn't like Peter
Catwoman.
Parker. She likes Spider-Man.
So far as villains, so how do everyone weigh in on that? What is the number one villain you think that
Like-
Spider-Man has? Number one nemesis. So that would be what, Venom?
This time will be different from last time. This time, Venom will win.
Or Carnage?
Cassidy is gone. There is only carnage.
I would say Venom.
Venom.
I don't know why they play the Green Goblin like his number one arch.
Because
enemy.
it's easier, like Vulture or Electro.
Yeah.
It's a little bit easier to swallow when it's an actual human instead of some symbiote from
Yeah, I
another
just
planet.
never got into the Green
Yeah.
Goblin bit. I thought that was just bleh. I didn't care for it. Where
Really?
you have real threats like Carnage and Venom who could actually do damage. I mean, Green Goblin was just a crazy man in a costume.
Yeah, but I think
crazy
why,
rich man.
I
Crazy
think
rich
why
man.
a lot of people like Green Goblin is the duality there, because he does have like mental disorder due to the chemical effect that
You
that
can't.
he
you know,
endured.
I'm so sick of the MCU always blaming something on a mental disorder.
Right. What are you trying to say?
Think about
He's
it.
misunderstood because he's mentally
Good versus
disabled.
evil.
Every villain out of the MCU has some type of mental problem
It's a
or
cop-out.
mental issue. You have not one yet sane villain, completely sane. Like, oh yeah, he's just a normal dude that had a bad
And
day.
that's what I'm saying.
You don't have those in the MCU.
Why do villains have to have mental problems though? Why can't they just be villains that actually have a goal that they want to accomplish? Not because they're crazy, but because this is what they believe is the right thing.
Joker.
Well, you have Sandman. Sandman believes that.
Well, Sandman is a different
He
case.
has the power of sand.
But the thing of it is, he
I'll just jump in your
always
shoes.
the thing of it is, he always had this thing that he's doing it because he just really want to do the right thing. But in the midst of doing the right thing, it turned out to be the wrong thing to do. So
See, this is why I got to bring up. I think I told you this before.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I hated Spider-Man 3
Spider-Man 3, oh, that was just awful.
because they
That was
made
disgusting.
Spider-Man. They made
Yeah.
Sandman a villain.
Yeah.
Out of all the villains,
I'm about to blow up. Because
don't blow up.
Because you brought up Sandman and it triggered me because
Oh, here we go again.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amber is
I might have
about
said this
to
before, and I'm gonna say this
explode.
again. The reason why Spider-Man 3 was horrible is that they put too many villains in there, too many plot lines that didn't make any sense.
No connection there.
And because
to destroy Spider-Man.
And Sandman does not want to destroy Spider-Man.
No, not at
all.
all.
The whole plot for him in that movie was, my daughter's sick. I got to make sure my daughter's fine. And then here comes Venom, who makes a pact with the Sandman to destroy Spider-Man. Why?
First of all, why did they cast the guy from that 70s show as
He's
Venom?
not even...
Really? He's not even built for Venom.
I wish people could see my facial expression right now because
really?
you don't understand my frustration.
That 70s show?
I can't take him seriously. I can't.
I'm still singing this tune in my head. Hang it out.
Yeah, and you know what? They chose him to portray Venom, and evidently it destroyed his career.
Oh, yeah.
That's what he said in the interview. It really destroyed his career.
I haven't seen him in anything since.
I think he does voiceover work now.
Well, like I said, we haven't seen him in anything.
Because Eddie Brock was a really big guy.
A buff guy and a...
Yeah.
So how do you guys weigh in on Tom Hardy portraying Venom?
I'm actually
I know
okay
we
with
talked about it before on the podcast, but how do you weigh in on that?
I'm actually kind of okay with it.
It's going to be something. He's playing a lot of villains lately.
As long as he's Flash Thompson Venom, right? Not
Yeah.
Eddie Brock, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
I'm okay with it.
It's just another villain on his list to me, but it should be interesting.
So
like
how did everyone weigh in on Spider-Man Homecoming? I thought it was a good movie. I didn't like how they changed some of the characters around.
Well, that's the one thing about the Marvel Universe. When it translates into movies, some things are always going to be changed to be palatable.
Well, because they think that... Because they have to appeal to not only the comic book audience, but we have to appeal to the other people who, for some reason, don't know Spider-Man.
Then why go to the movie?
People go to the movies to be entertained.
That's what it comes down to, entertainment. And I could be a little picky about certain aspects of the movie, but it was still good. I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. is great in everything he does.
Tony Stark, once again. Tony Stark, Iron Man. I thought it was really good.
If I may
kind of played the father figure role.
I wouldn't have picked Vulture for the villain in this one.
Oh, I disagree with you. I just
think it's too soon. I think that we're still missing strong, we still haven't seen.
And that's the big problem.
Mysterio.
That's the big problem.
We still haven't seen him at all.
Mysterio, I can see Mysterio.
They're picking these tiny little, minuscule
I'm
villains.
telling you now, if the next villain is Kangaroo, I'm not going to see it.
It is
Kangaroo?
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh.
The next villain is Kangaroo.
I don't know. I just want to see your face.
Oh, my God. Wow, that was a bad joke.
I know your face is like, are you serious? I quit this. I don't want to do this anymore.
It is rumored that it's going to be Mysterio.
But Mysterio should have came out before. I'm just saying in the order and things, the way they go, Mysterio should have came before Vulture.
You know what? I think what they're having a problem with is trying to get the special effects together and the storyline as well as the actor.
That is a horrible excuse.
I'm about to say, if you can spend a whole room for Inception, you can do Mysterio.
Oh.
We don't have the money. Lies.
If you can turn a whole room upside down to shoot a fight scene for Inception, you can do Mysterio.
Ah, okay. Valid point there.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't like about the Spider-Man movies is because they're always picking these teeny tiny little minuscule villains that are just totally easily disposed of. Right. I mean, give me big name villains. I
don't want another Goblin.
No, I don't.
Not a Demogoblin, not a Gray Goblin.
With the Leonardo DiCaprio lookalike playing the Goblin.
No more Goblins, please.
I mean, I hate stuff that is so predictable. It's like, we knew that guy was going to be the next Goblin. And then the way they said it, what was that in Spider-Man 2 or whatever? I'm sick. I'm becoming this ancient disease that's been passed on from genetic. I need Spider-Man's blood. What?
And how do we get all the way to that? Like,
Wait.
Of all the cures in the world, Spider-Man's blood can cure me.
That was ridiculous.
Right. Why does it have to be Spider-Man's blood?
That was very ridiculous.
And then Electro suddenly wants to kill Spider-Man, but you're his biggest fan. I don't understand.
Oh, that was
You felt
horrible.
slighted.
Yeah.
Because he didn't remember his birthday?
Feelings aren't your friend. See, feelings can cause you to go and be a villain, apparently. Because
I think I saw your Facebook post. Was that you that said that? That's something a villain would say.
Hey, you know what?
Oh,
don't look at me like that.
It's like, Ree would be a great villain.
But did you know that at one point James Cameron wanted to direct a Spider-Man movie many years ago, and he wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to be Peter Parker, and of course that fell through.
Wait,
I would have thought that would have been very interesting.
Wait, you're serious?
Yeah.
And that's something you brought up, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wait.
That was years ago.
Back up. Sorry, back up.
That was years ago, right after Terminator 2.
James Cameron, Titanic, Terminator.
Yeah.
Said he wanted Leonardo DiCaprio to be Peter Parker.
Yeah. And he was set to direct a Spider-Man movie, but the plot and the script never came into fruition.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah, Leonardo DiCaprio.
That
on purpose.
Yes.
That was going to happen.
I'm sorry, I
Sound
didn't see
Lord,
Leonardo.
how do you weigh in on this? Do you think Leonardo would have been a good Peter Parker? Ladies and gentlemen, Sound Lord.
Meh.
And
wow.
The answer is meh, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God. Okay.
And I kind of have the same feelings about it because it's Leonardo
Let's get our
DiCaprio.
listening audience involved in this. Listening audience, what do you think? Leonardo DiCaprio, do you think he would have been a great Peter Parker Spider-Man?
No. Honestly, if I'm being honest, no.
The man of a million roles.
I mean, not Spider-Man.
I can't even see him in the Spider-Man world for some reason.
I wouldn't know what he would be.
Well, I think when he was younger, I think he could have did.
Yeah,
Well,
but
now
back in the
he's
day-
kind of,
well, not
you know,
even
he's
back in the
older.
day. Really, to be honest, not even back in the day because Leonardo DiCaprio. I mean, I'm a fan of Leonardo DiCaprio. I am.
Yeah.
clearly.
Yes,
Cool
I am.
dude.
He was my ex-husband when I was about 13 years old,
Oh my God.
and I saw Titanic for the first time. Like, yes, that is my on-screen husband. But then I grew up, and then it's like we went our separate ways, and now I have new husbands. So
I am king of the world. Oh,
yeah, Kit Harington, Jon Snow. That's my new bae.
Still trying to figure out of all of that wood you were floating on, you couldn't just move over.
I am not about to have this debate with you.
Just a little bit. Just move over to the left.
Oh my God. I am not about to have this debate with you. It's not about room. It was about the fact that it couldn't hold him because it was it only support one person. Just one person.
Really?
Yes, because
Really?
if he had got on it would have sunk. And
Would.
then if he went off
From a ship.
if he went off somewhere else and left her, someone would have stole the driftwood.
Is that right?
Yes.
Driftwood.
Whatever it's called, the wooden
From
thingy.
a sinking ship.
Yes, from a
Oh,
sink.
wow.
I don't
Couldn't
like your
hold
tone. I don't like your tone.
I'm just saying.
I will preach this argument. He had to die. He was going to die.
He had to?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Exactly. You could have
I
saved
don't-
him. Y'all couldn't have
Oh
took
my
turns?
No, they couldn't take turns because according to science, it was proven in Mythbusters that according to science, you know, if they had taken turns, they would eventually froze to death because you're jumping in and out of the water. That's just crazy. You don't do that.
So
Now,
I'll just die.
I will say,
Floating.
if she had gave him the life jacket, then he probably would have had a chance.
I'm just going to say this statement
Wow.
and I'm done. She was selfish.
She was not selfish.
Selfish.
No, she was not selfish.
Continuing. with
Spider-Man universe.
Okay, sorry, but I get really passionate when someone I have to defend Rose's honor. By the way, I took a Facebook quiz and I was Rose.
Oh, that is so disturbing. No wonder.
I will defend that movie. But anyway,
So I have a question. Do you think we will ever see the Punisher in an actual Spider-Man movie?
I would hope so, but with the Netflix series that's getting ready to air very soon, it's highly unlikely.
I don't know. They did The Flash, and he's gonna be in Justice League.
Yeah,
so
that's true, but that's DC.
Yeah, that's, DC.
he had
Marvel, they have these contracts. I guess DC have contracts too, but I would love to see another Punisher movie.
First off, no, not yet.
Punisher
Not
and Spider-Man, or
Well, I think,
Punisher, Spider-Man, Morbius.
and I want to add this. The reason why I asked, because their world seems so different. It's
It
like
is. It's so
Spider-Man
dark.
lives in a candy, like,
It's Candyland.
happy world where everything's always
Spider-Man?
bright. Well, if
Compared
you
to Punisher.
compared to Punisher, where
Okay.
you're, I mean, the guy rolled over Wolverine with a steamroller.
Exactly.
You really can't put these two
Wolverine
worlds together.
Survived, I guess.
I mean, you compare Spider-Man to Punisher, it's like Candyland. I mean, Spider-Man does have some dark storylines in it, but when you compare it to Punisher, it's like
in comparison,
that's why I really
light
can't
and
see
dark.
it. I don't know. They would have to like water down Punisher like a lot,
or make Spider-Man a whole lot better.
Yeah,
I can't. Can I say that?
Ashtray.
Yeah, no.
A whole lot more badass Trey.
Just like I never thought that they would make a Deadpool movie, but they made a Deadpool movie and it was R-rated.
That's because Ryan Reynolds pushed for that.
And you know, I would like to see a Deadpool Spider-Man crossover because he has a strong infatuation in the comic books with Spider-Man.
Well, because Spider-Man belongs to Marvel, and Marvel is owned by Disney. It's not going to happen. Unless Disney decides to give up those reins, it's not going to happen.
You know that's not going to happen.
And it's not going to happen. Marvel's like their biggest cash cow right now. They are not doing that. That would be a huge fail if they decide, you know what, let's give the people what they want. Go ahead, take all our money.
But, you know, with Sony and Marvel, a lot of people thought that Spider-Man Homecoming would never be made because of the contract dispute that Sony and Marvel at one point had because of the rights of Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah, they were beefing.
After that whole Sony debacle, Sony had to give up something. I mean, you kind of just flatline Sony by reading emails. So, yeah, you got to do something to live.
I mean, I know. But, yeah, I don't see Punisher being in the Spider-Man universe. I mean, I even said I wanted Blade, but even that would have to get watered down like a whole lot.
I was getting ready to mention Blade.
I would like to, but they would have to water it down like a lot, like so much. We can't make him say the F word. We have to make him say things like Fuddruckers and Fudgesicles.
Yeah, that wouldn't be the same.
Some mother truckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. No idea what that means, but that was the best line in the movie.
Oh, wow. That is funny.
I put that on a shirt. No idea what that means. But he felt it was so badass Trey of him to say that.
The interesting thing I found out in Spider-Man Homecoming, how they changed the storyline for Aunt May. They have Aunt May looking very youthful, very hot, very beautiful, as opposed to
Scale to 1 to 10.
May looking.
Just saying.
Did he say on a scale of 1 to 10 I'd hit? What?
I said definitely, but interpret it as you wish.
That was my mind. So let's see. We did the old Aunt May. Let's try a younger, hot Aunt May that Robert Downey Jr. is trying to hit on.
Yeah.
Who's your daddy?
And at one point in Marissa Tomei and Robert Downey Jr. were boyfriend and girlfriend at one point.
The more you know.
Yeah, indeed.
That had to be awkward.
And you could feel you could see the connection there because some of the lines he would deliver, you could just feel the chemistry between them.
Definitely awkward.
So we're in this movie together, and
that's like getting a text 3 months later, like, so how's it going?
So now we have to be in this movie where we pretend like, yeah, it's all good.
But that was many, many years ago when when Robert Downey Jr. had a very troubled past, though. But he is one of my favorite actors, Robert Downey Jr.
Wait, we talking about Robert Downey Jr. with the troubled past or Tony Stark with the troubled past?
Robert Downey Jr.
Well, they both had troubled past, you know. Tony Stark at one point, alcoholic.
But he didn't become a villain.
Yeah. But he made some controversial moves or decisions.
Everything Tony Stark does is
Civil
controversial.
War.
Yeah, because Tony Stark is very self-centered.
During that time in Civil War.
I just think for Tony Stark to be as smart as he is, he makes a lot of dumb decisions. If you think about Ultron, that came from Tony Stark.
That was dumb.
But that wasn't solely his fault, though. It was Hank Pym.
I'm just saying, all these life decisions for you to be
so
a smart man,
but he's so stupid.
You're kind of an idiot to be so smart.
Maybe that's the thing. Like, what if you're just so intelligent that you're stupid?
Intelligent.
Tony Stark.
So intelligent, but so stupid. It's like every now and then you bust out with some real smart stuff, but then you do something so incredibly stupid. It's like, how?
Like going up against Captain America?
No. That fight was a fair fight.
That was actually a very evenly matched fight.
Until the Winter Soldier got involved, that was a fair fight.
Oh, you referring to the movie?
They had to put the Winter Soldier in like a cocoon of like. I don't even know what that was. Like they put him in like some sort of chamber where his arms were like bound together. He couldn't. I'm scared of Winter Soldier more than I'm scared of Captain America. Like I'm not messing with Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Do you ever think he's going to get his own movie?
I think so.
I would love it. I would like that more than the Captain America.
They're talking about doing that too.
And sidebar, since he's not going to be doing any more Captain America movies coming up soon, who do you think will be the next one?
Oh, I know why he's not doing the Captain America movies.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Well, how many of you are familiar with Metal Gear?
Really?
Yes.
Listening
Solid
audience.
Solid Snake. That's why that's why he's coming back with the beard.
Really?
Solid Snake.
Oh, yeah, I did read that the other day.
That's why he's keeping the beard. He's buffing out for the Solid Snake role.
Oh.
Solid Snake movie.
That's interesting.
My boyfriend won't shut up about it.
Will it be Falcon or will it be Winter Soldier?
I would like to see Falcon take on the mantle of
I'd rather it be Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier?
I don't think they'll give it to Falcon.
I think this is a question for the fans.
I heard that cough.
The fans of Captain America. I know we have some fans out there in the listening audience world. Who would you like to see as the new Captain America? Winter Soldier.
Don Cheadle.
Or Falcon.
So
I don't see Falcon.
In the comic books, he's Captain America.
He does become Captain America in the comic books.
Yeah. I mean, okay,
and,
fair.
And he looks dope.
And he had a affair, if you will, or maybe an on again, off again affair with Thor, female Thor.
Why does it have to be the running contingent for him to be the next?
No, but that's a big no.
First off, the way you just said
that, that's a good storyline. It's a good storyline.
Do you ever think I don't think there's going to be a female Thor anytime soon.
Falcon.
It is already a female Thor, sir.
Yeah, it doesn't. It just doesn't. Every time you say that without saying the actual name, it bothers me.
It's interesting who the female Thor is.
Yeah.
The reason why Falcon makes a good candidate for Captain America is because he had an affair with a female Thor.
No, no. Actually, that sounds very torrid.
Exactly.
No, the reason why he would make a good Captain America because in the original storyline, he's Captain America. Or something. Captain America and Falcon are best friends and buddies. Back in World War II, they fought alongside each other, fighting against Adolf Hitler. Their enemies, Red Skull, Hydra, Baron Zemo.
You had to say
right.
Baron Zemo.
Yeah. I was gonna say Bucky would make a great Captain America, but yeah, he's unstable. So I just said that for shallow reasons because I'm in love with Bucky.
Bucky, yes.
I love tortured
I figured
men.
As much. I figured as much.
I can fix him. I can fix him.
Okay, Harley Quinn.
Hey.
So, question.
Oh, Mr. J. You want to take a ride on your Harley? Vroom, vroom.
That was a very horrible relationship.
Tossed her out a window.
So, do you think they ever going to do another Spider-Man movie? Or I think it's another Spider-Man Homecoming.
If they do, I hope
coming
it's a female
out
Spider-Man.
in another few years or so.
I would like to see a female Spider-Man.
Yeah, because I'm so sick of Peter Parker. Or Miles Morales. Can I get a Miles Morales?
Morales.
He just came out in October of 2011. You think they're going to fast
And
forward?
this means I can't get a Miles Morales. Why?
You think they're going to fast forward that? You mean you still have...
If Black Lives Matter has something to say about it.
I'm pretty sure that movement will not have anything to do with that.
I don't
care.
I
would also like to see another J. Jonah Jameson.
I like the one that played in Tobey Maguire's one. I like that one.
Yeah, but coincidentally, he's going to be Commissioner Gordon.
I love him
in the Justice League movie.
Parker, you're fired.
That's coming out in November.
I loved him.
You guys are silly.
I loved him.
So, out of all 101, I'd actually like to see a Spider Pig movie.
Wait,
Spider Pig?
Thank you. Thank you, Sound Lord.
Sound
Lord?
No.
Wait. Spider Pig?
Sound Lord is excited about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Explain your reasons now.
Because I think it'll be action-packed.
Spider Pig?
What?
Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig can.
Absolutely.
Strips of bacon every size. Uses them to fling at bad guys. Look out. Here comes the Spider Pig.
Think about it. That would be a very... At least can I get a mini-series of Spider Pig?
I would love a web series of Spider Pig.
Thank you. It can even be animated. I don't care. Can we get Spider Pig out here?
Animated version, but
Wait,
a live action version?
Yes, there is a Spider Pig.
there is a Spider Pig.
No, I mean, there might be one on YouTube where someone already beat you to it.
Oh, God.
Spider Pig. Yeah, it is a Spider Pig. What an
Here
abomination
comes
that
Spider
is.
Pig. Hog Lives Matter.
Hog Lives Matter.
Oh my God, there's a Spider Pig song.
Yes.
Oh, there's a Spider Pig Family Guy.
Oh my
Oh, that's a Spider Pig
dear
song.
Lord. No, please don't let this be. But it is.
So out of all... Oh, interesting question.
Okay.
Do you think Spider-Man will ever join the X-Men? Because
I
No.
remember that.
it happens.
It did happen.
No,
It
but
did
not
happen.
again, please. I prefer him
did
join
happen.
the Avengers.
Well, he did both.
Avengers Assemble. Oh.
He did do both. So, do you think it'll ever happen?
Well, he is considered a mutant, though.
By accident.
By accident. Make sure you look at spiders a little differently.
I appreciate spiders. I respect them. I have this one that lives in my bathroom. I think I told you.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't pay rent, but as
Does he
long
have
as
a name?
George.
George.
First
George the Spider.
Eight-legged freaks made me look at spiders totally different.
Ooh.
I have a lot of respect for them and what they do.
Yeah, that movie kind of,
They're misunderstood.
Oh, I love the storyline of Man Spider. That was cool.
Man Spider.
Yeah, that was real cool.
Is that the one where Peter Parker turned into the actual spider?
Yeah,
Talking
it
about
was kind of sad, but
The six-armed Spider-Man?
Oh, that was
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Six-armed
Punisher
Spider-Man.
in the cartoon series had a lot
That was
to
so
do
dark.
with that. Now him becoming a spider, but he was trying to help him
But I lived.
return back to his
finally figured out
original
why.
form. But in the original comic books, it had
The ones who
where
killed
his
my family,
DNA
the Saints,
mixed in with the
all the
spider
other
was
scum.
too strong,
They've given me a reason to live.
overrode
I'm back.
human.
And it's their turn to die.
Yeah, Man Spider.
That was one of my favorite episodes, actually.
Yeah.
It was creepy. It was dark, and then he turned into a full blown spider, and it was scary.
That
Like,
was,
this show got
that-
dark.
You know what? That was one of the storylines that Sam Raimi wanted to do as well, Man Spider.
I could see them doing a Spider-Man movie with that. That would not be a
You
nice
agree?
darker turn.
You agree,
Yeah, that
Sound
would be.
Lord? Ladies and gentlemen, Sound Lord agrees.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind like if they did another Spider-Man that could actually turn to like the dark side of Spider-Man. Because okay, let's say Disney does not own Marvel.
Okay.
If Disney did not own Marvel,
Marvel will be a better universe.
that is true.
Sorry.
That sums up the whole thing about what I'm about to say.
You are
But
hilarious,
yes,
but yeah,
that-
that's true.
But say if Disney did not own Marvel,
Mm-hmm.
we can get storylines like I think I told you this once before, like the Kingpin and Spider-Man, how an actual spider where it gets really dark. I mean, we can get storylines like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I would love
We
to
can
see
get
that.
Blade. We can get the Black Cat and Michael
You
Morbius.
read my mind because those are other dark characters that could be incorporated
Right, they
into
can be
the
branched
movie.
off of these other characters that
Yeah.
are introduced. If you introduce Black Cat, you introduce Michael Morbius. You
Right.
introduce Michael Morbius,
Right.
you can introduce Blade. It's a whole chain reaction. Like if you do that, you can get all these other big name villains to appear.
Yeah.
This is the Spider-Man I want to see next.
Oh,
Black
yeah, Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah.
Noir.
Yeah, that, yeah,
If we
that,
can get that.
Noob Cybot. Okay, sorry.
That's pretty much who he was.
Noob Cybot.
I have that book at home. It is really good.
If I had the choice, and it's not a
Spider-Man Noir.
female, then let's do Spider-Man Noir.
Yeah, that would
has a
be very
gun.
cool.
Wow, he has a gun. Okay.
Oh,
And he's
because he has a
Spider-Man.
gun, my
Well,
friend.
no.
Spider-Man
I'm-
with a gun.
You talked about getting into a darker version. Do you want to get into
That
something dark?
storyline is very dark, by the way.
I would do
storyline.
that.
And it
I
shows
agree with
him
that.
becoming more almost like a version of Batman in a sense
Yeah.
because he became very
Batman with a gun.
darker because of
B-52.
Excuse me. Batman B-52.
because the storyline it was very dark and he in his mind he became more of a darker tormented soul.
Hobo with a shotgun.
That was a good movie.
Yes, it
first
was.
off.
Yes, it was.
So, if you had a choice, what Spider-Man don't you want to see?
Yeah.
don't I want to see?
Yeah.
Yes, Amber.
Out of all the millions and
No more Peter Parkers. I am so sick to death of Peter Parkers.
So you what? Miles Morales?
I think we
I'll
can
go
get a
with that.
Miles Morales. I don't care what you say, Reed. I want a Miles
I'm
Morales.
just saying,
That'd be cool.
I don't want to
This
see.
is, it's been about what 6 years now. Yeah, 6 years into the character, Miles Morales.
I don't
That'd be
think
cool.
it would happen though.
Why would it not happen?
You don't think so?
Because he's such a new character.
Not that new.
6 years in, think about it. We finally got Spider-Man after how many years? How many
What's
years?
the seniority for Spider-Man? I want to know. Like,
I'm about to.
Over 50 years.
About-
we're
say-
going to get a Miles Morales. You know why we're going to get a
August of
Miles Morales?
'62, and we just not got a Spider-Man movie.
Do you
How
know
long
why we're
ago?
getting a Miles Morales? Because we're getting a Black Panther. We're getting a Black Panther.
Ah, good point.
We're
Good
I have
getting-
point.
nothing to say.
Ooh,
We
I
are
am
getting
looking
Black
forward
Panther,
to
so
the
there's going to be
movie.
an outcry for a Miles Morales.
I am so looking forward to the Black
Who would
Panther
play
movie.
him though?
What's the dude from that horrible Fantastic Four movie?
No, Michael B. Jordan.
Yes.
Oh no, he's
Really?
going to be in Black Panther.
Yeah,
He can play Miles Morales?
he.
If old dude can play James Brown and, and the dude that played baseball, Jackie Robinson, and then be Black Panther all in the span of 5 years.
No, but you can't do that.
They're going to go for a younger person for that role.
That would be interesting. Who would they cast for that?
I still think he can do it. I'm saying if the same guy can play James Brown and Jackie Robinson,
I
and
know I'm going to make someone upset, but at one time,
God.
Jaden Smith wanted to
Nope.
play
Okay,
Miles Morales.
he said it out loud.
Believe it or not, ladies and gentlemen,
The
that
man
is
that
the
dressed
truth.
up in a white Batman suit wanted to play Miles Morales.
Oh, that was just so horrible.
Why does that not
I
happen?
am
That was
so
horrible.
ticked off that you even said it. I don't even have the words right now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure you have the
know you-
words.
You had the audacity to
about
say
that.
Jaden Smith.
No, I
Don't touch
personally,
me. No.
wait a minute. Let the pictures show, and I will say this. I do not want Jaden Smith to play Miles Morales. I'm saying at one time he wanted to play Miles Morales.
And thank God the studio
and
wouldn't
he-
let him.
Thank you. Marvel,
At one
for doing
point he
something right.
campaigned for that. And of course, I guess the studio said no.
I'd rather Will Smith play Miles Morales. As old as he is.
Well, you know the guy that played the cat that plays on Empire. That picture was circling around for a long time.
Oh yeah, I can see him as Miles
He
Morales.
was. That picture was going around for a minute. Of him playing
Yeah, I can
Miles
see him.
Morales.
Is that the one that has the record contract?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Guy from Empire. Search. Google.
I can't think. I'm having an old man moment. Like I can see his face, but I can't think of.
He has a great singing voice, by the way.
Great singing voice, Black man on Empire. Google search now. Great singing voice, Black man.
Jesus.
Hey, you'd be surprised what Google can find with that kind of information.
And a whole list will pop up.
These are our list of great singing Black men.
Ladies and gentlemen, who do you weigh in on being the new character of Spider-Man in the movies? Would it be Miles Morales version of Spider-Man or Ben Reilly as Spider-Man? Or better known as the Scarlet Spider? How do you weigh in on that?
I don't know why when I Googled Ben Reilly, it gave me this really old salt and pepper bearded guy who looks like Frederick Douglass.
First off, he's an excellent drummer. Don't be disrespectful. Okay?
No, it's like it gave me this old, excuse me, I'm sorry, I would not be disrespectful to Ben Reilly, but this looks like, wow. Wait, what was the question?
We were talking about Ben Reilly.
Yeah, Ben Reilly.
Who would you want to see in the new interpretation of Spider-Man or character that you would love to see in a Spider-Man movie? Would it be Miles Morales as Spider-Man or Ben Reilly as Spider-Man, the Scarlet Spider, actually?
It would if we go that route, then we have to introduce people like the Jackal and the whole cloning bid and
more characters.
Yeah, it's just so much that would have to be done.
May not be familiar with.
I don't think the studio would ever want to do that.
Yeah, that's a big gamble.
I mean, I would like it, but
that's a big leap.
Period. It is.
Yeah, it
that's
is.
a whole nother universe on its own.
That's like saying, "Hey, we're gonna do Spider-Man UK." Like what?
Yeah, we just took it to a whole other level. We even went to another country. I mean, I would like a Scarlet Spider. It just
At least can we get him like a quick view of like the Scarlet Spider?
Yeah, that wouldn't be bad. You know what? I'm going back to the Spider-Man Noir.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to see that interpretation. That is really good.
Can we just have one? Let's do a Spider-Man movie where every Spider-Man just comes out.
The Spider-Man Avengers.
Wow.
Yeah, like a Spider-Man universe.
Call it Spider-Man. Twist. It's not Spider-Man, it's Spider-Men.
I mean, just think about it. There's the time rift, and all these different Spider-Men just come out.
Oh my God, I already know the plot to this movie.
From different alternate universes. And,
because Dr. Manhattan somehow made it to the Spider-Man universe and caused an infinite time warp.
We're not going to talk about Dr. Manhattan today.
Dr. Manhattan.
Is that because a bad thing, or is that a good thing?
We're not going to talk about Dr. Manhattan today.
You sound like
wait a minute. He's
like you just lost somebody.
He's very hesitant about talking about Dr. Manhattan. Well, we'll save it for another podcast.
I used to really like Dr. Manhattan. And then that movie came out.
Now it's just somebody that you used to.
It was really good.
I'm not saying that the movie wasn't good. It's just. Oh,
you're one of the few
it
people
made you feel a little uncomfortable.
Yes, because
is it because of the penis shots?
Really?
Oh, my goodness.
No, it's just Dr. Manhattan did so much more than destroy the world, and I wish they would have did that.
But you know, I really think it really delved into the fact that even though he had these godlike capabilities or powers, he was still a tortured character.
Yeah,
it still was kind of like trying to figure his way out. You know,
I think it's just me and my whole being sick of like all these movie studios trying to make these characters more human. Like it changed. Yes, I understand. You went from being a doctor to
a god.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And you did so many great things, and then you want to struggle with humanity, and woe is me. It's kind of.
But see, that's the thing that with Spider-Man, he was always relatable, even though he had all this drama and the
he
sadness.
Was still human. He still had real problems.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm trying to juggle girlfriends and save the world.
Yeah, trying to get a date for tonight.
Why did my girlfriend dump me? Well, you're saving the world all the time, dude.
But still trying to find his way into the world, trying to become a superhero versus a teenager versus as an adult.
Can we get past this whole Peter Parker as a teen thing? Peter
really?
Parker is a grown man.
Yes,
now.
I would love Peter Parker as a grown man.
He's been to college. He has a doctorate.
He's had the X.
Yeah,
the
even
sex.
though
he's had it.
Normal.
He's an adult. He pays bills and taxes.
That everybody has, even as an adult.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind an adult Spider-Man. Like, we passed the Ben Parker thing. We passed all that crap. Can we go like into the middle of it where he already has the powers and he's just being an adult man doing adult man things?
Yeah, like going to work.
Going to work. I got to go to work.
You can't really do that him as an adult because it does incorporate the X-Men too, because he's a counselor at the X-Men school at Jean Grey. Yeah, he's a counselor there, so you will never.
Disney, give up the rights.
Please.
Disney, give up the rights. Give it up, Disney.
Too much money involved. They probably will not do that. It would be a good storyline. Now I think about it, it would be a good storyline, but knowing how.
He's a full man baby.
Contract issues.
He's a man baby. He is a man baby.
Think about it. Every time you see it, it's an adult. Like, he's an adult. Yeah. He's been through high school. Like, he's like, either he's failed a bunch or they just want him to stay in high school for 4 years.
Because I feel like they just don't know what to do with him. Like, let's just slap him back in high school, give him high school drama.
And we're going to press rewind back in high school. Like, no, he goes to college. He gets a master. He gets a doctorate.
Oh, yeah, he has real problems and real stuff. Like,
all while fighting crime. Dude, if you can't go to school nowadays.
That's he multitasks like hell. He can really multitask, because I be that kind of superhero. Like, I cannot save the world today.
I got this paper, dude.
I got to do this paper. I cannot save the world today.
So here's a question I want to ask both of you and the listening audience.
By a show of hands.
What group would you prefer to see Spider-Man with? At one point, he was with the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. Some ties there with the X-Men as well as the Avengers.
Not the Fantastic Four.
I mean, I think
he had the white suit on, the black suit.
Well, that's just because I don't like the Fantastic Four. I'm not really a fan.
Well, here's the thing.
I think a lot of people don't like the Fantastic Four. That's why they had to discontinue the book. I think not enough sales. I'm sorry.
No, movies just killed them.
Yeah, the movie. They're talking about in 2019, 2020.
Please stop.
Netflix may do a Fantastic Four series.
And see, it's funny you mentioned the Fantastic Four because I can't help but think back to this video I watched. Okay, you're made of rock, so you're the Thing. You're invisible, so we'll call you Miss Invisible. But I'm Mr. Fantastic. Okay, but you named us all after the things that we are superpowers, so why are you Mr. Fantastic? But you stretch. Because I'm Mr. Fantastic.
That was just, oh, wow. It was such a farce.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I don't want to see Spider-Man in Fantastic Four. I kind of like him in the Avengers. I mean, I love that final scene in Civil War.
Oh.
That's the only reason why I watched that movie, just for that whole airport scene. Like,
what actor do you like? What actor would you say did the best portrayal of Peter Parker?
See,
Spider-Man?
they all have. If I could just mold them all together, they'd be the perfect Spider-Man. But I would say Tobey Maguire played the best nerd Spider-Man because he was the really nerdiest Spider-Man. Like, I don't know how this guy is getting chicks, but he's doing it.
Hey, nerds get chicks too.
Nerds do get chicks, but I'm just saying there's nothing appealing about Toby because Toby's not attracted to me anyway. Not saying that he has to be, but he was the true nerd
too.
Of the Spider-Man. I would say he's the true nerd.
Yes.
Andrew Garfield embodied the sarcasm and really witty banner and just the banner. He got the banner right.
Yeah.
Because he's always making fun of his enemies when he's kicking their butts. So I would say Andrew Garfield got it there. Tom Holland, the young, I'm just trying to get through school kind of, I mean, the naive kind of Spider-Man. So put them all together, you have the perfect Spider-Man.
Oh, I agree with that.
They're all amplified versions of parts of Spider-Man. Andrew Garfield's the snarky, sarcastic, making fun of you as I kick your butt. And then Toby's the nerd who's, you know, just a nerd. And then Tom Holland's the kid, naive and just playful Spider-Man.
Question: do you ever think we'll see at least one of Spider-Man's many deaths in this whole Spider-Man
Not
world?
with Disney having the rights.
It's a rumor that it's a possibility in the third installment of the new Spider-Man Homecoming series that he may die, and that's how they're going to introduce Miles Morales.
Well, I mean, it opens the door. I mean, you say you want Ben Riley.
This is real. It's happening.
You say you want Ben Riley. That's how Ben Riley came into play as well. You know, Spider-Man dies, and
I mean, okay, I guess I could see it happening, seeing how they did kill Gwen Stacy on screen. That surprised
that was
me.
horrible.
They surprised me with that. Like I
cried
shed a tear
on the
there.
inside.
Like, oh my god! And you saw that metaphorical web hand
on the inside.
On the inside.
On the inside. Okay.
Men cry on the inside.
You did cry. I felt kind of teary eyed. I felt
didn't
a
see
little
that
misty.
coming. It's
No,
like
I cry more when I run out of popcorn.
that's me and food.
That is the worst thing. Free refills or not, it hurts. Okay.
Man, that was really sad. I did not see that coming.
Thank you, Sound Lord. He agrees. Sound Lord.
I mean, I kind of cracked up when they did the metaphorical web hand reaching out to Gwen. I laughed and cried at the same time because, like, really, we're doing the.
Yeah.
No, and then her head just hit the ground. Like, oh wow, okay.
Yeah. Had a
brain
little sound
damage.
effect of her.
Yeah.
I mean, it just kind of hit home because, like, you told him to stay away from his daughter. You got her killed, you son of a bee. And yes. Yeah, they killed Gwen Stacy. So okay, yeah, I can see them killing off Spider-Man, but it's going to be a G-rated death.
I'm so sick of G-rated deaths.
Kind of like how Mufasa just fell off the cliff.
Hey, you know what? We're not going to.
I didn't care for Lion King.
We're not going to talk about that movie, okay?
Whatever, Lion King was butt. I said it. I said it.
How dare you?
Well, in closing, these little quips about the mythos. What is the best mytho of Spider-Man that you would say is the best, actually?
There's
Amber?
a lot.
There's a lot.
I mean, there's a lot. I don't know what you got, Reed, because I can't think of anything.
Reed's not here right now.
Reed can't come to the phone.
Well, I would go with the original storyline that they had for, I guess, the first 20, 30 years.
Yeah,
I
but
would
there's
go
a
with
lot
that.
more other fun ones though.
Yeah, it is, but I guess I'm revealing my age. But
Yeah.
that's what those are the
90.
ones I really like
I'm
the
still
most.
trying to think of one.
The
I don't
classic
know.
storylines. You know, the original Gwen Stacy.
I think you just have an infatuation with Gwen Stacy at this point.
I thought he had an infatuation with Mary Jane.
I think
Okay,
it's just
it
the
might be
women in
both.
Spider-Man life.
He likes his women docile.
Well, I like them both. It's something there in both of them I really like,
You know,
including Black Cat.
yeah, I was waiting on that one.
Indeed, indubitably.
Oh, Jesus. How do you even say that word?
Indubitably,
I can't say it without.
So, what would you say?
I have my answer.
What would you say, Sound Lord? Sound Lord speaks.
I gotta say Spider Pig. I was really on board with Spider Pig.
Spider Pig.
Spider Pig, ladies.
Here's
and
for a
gentlemen.
web series called Spider Pig.
What about you? We're coming back to you now.
You know what? I would like to see Silk.
Silk?
Silk?
Yes, Cindy Moon, who is a variation of Spider-Man.
Silk.
I wouldn't mind a
ladies and
Spider
gentlemen.
Gwen. I would love a
I
Spider
just
Gwen.
thought about it when and looking in my notes. Yeah, she comes up a lot. Silk.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay,
Cindy
listening
Moon.
audience, how do you weigh in on this? How do you
And
weigh
did you
in
just
on
whisper
this?
Silky?
We need your input, your vote. What is your favorite Peter Parker / Spider-Man / Scarlet Spider / Miles Morales?
Are you really going to
storyline?
slash all
I'd say-
the...
Yeah.
I don't,
That's a lot of
What
slashing.
is your
It's
favorite
like-
Spider-Man storyline?
Wow.
Or can I put my bid in for Jessica Drew?
Jessica Drew.
Ultimate Black Spider. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
God, do your research, Walker.
You're not a nerd unless
I'm
you're pushing
familiar
up your
with
glasses.
the character.
With the one finger.
With the one finger. I always do it with this finger.
Oh my god.
People making fun of me. This is the benefit of having glasses where you can take your middle finger and push them up like that.
Yes. Google Jessica Drew as Spider-Woman. The ultimate.
Yeah, the Spider Woman.
Yeah. Like I say, I'm just tired of. I don't know. Maybe I
Spider Woman. That was good.
I
I
just
even
wanna
like
see
the
a chick-
cartoon and the comic book.
I just want to see a chick as Spider-Woman. Like,
Okay.
Interesting. Interesting. Just like a lot of people
guys-
want to see She-Hulk.
I,
They want to see
I could care
She-Hulk.
less about She-Hulk. Though.
They want to see the Black Cat, Silver Sable movie.
I would love the
Really?
Silver Sable
Yeah,
Black
we
Cat
talked
movie.
about that before,
That
but
would be
it,
nice.
it
Yeah, it's
looked like-
called Black and White or something. Black and
Black
Silver.
and Silver.
Yeah, Black and Silver. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
I'm seeing that.
Yeah, that's going to be very good. So, in closing the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, we really appreciate you listening. We thank you for your support. I'm Roderick.
I'm Amber Marie, and
And
we
we
would like to
have our
thank
friend.
our special guest host.
I guess that's me.
That's you. You should say your name.
Insert name here.
Insert name here.
Our good friend,
Marcus Reed.
Marcus Reed. Cha-chow, cha-chow. I'm just having fun on this microphone.
Insert soundbite here.
So once again, thank you for tuning in to Cool Nerds Unite. You can follow us on Twitter and on Facebook. Make sure you join our group page to compete for fabulous prizes that will be coming soon. You have to join to be a part of the prize. You know, I can't think of my words. They're rumbling together. You have to join in order to compete for prizes.
Yes.
Join a horrible thing.
Join or die.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe to us. Tell us what you think about our podcast and our older podcasts. What you like, what you don't like. If you hate us, love us. Reed is a potential villain. I swear he is.
We enjoy your input. If you have any future podcast episodes you want us to talk about, any topics in particular that is near and dear to your heart, please
Game
let
of
us know.
Thrones.
Please let us know. Game
Superman
of Thrones
versus
as well.
Batman. Can we get this argument on the table?
Oh my!
Can we
I
get
don't.
the argument on
We're
the
gonna
table?
say that for a future podcast episode. Thank you so much for listening. Take care of yourself
And each
and each
other.
other.
We interrupt this broadcast to bring you. It's a bird! It's a plane! Serious!
The Force will be with you. The Force will be with you.